Record.
Oh, like this? Oh my God.
I'm going to mute you all. Okay. Oh, welcome to Mind Your Own Business. I'm Dr. Erin, your high performance business coach and the success psychologist. And I got all my favorite people on here. Oh my gosh. And can't wait for all of you to watch the recording that's watching on the recording. I even have Garth. He's taken the day off to do some honey-do lists. So that's how we rock and roll here. So
It's like
last week was part 1. And this week is part 2 of playing the long game in business and in your life and in Euphoria. And I'm going to give you the secret to reach any goal that you've ever wanted in your life today. Today is that good. And I can say that with conviction. So if you're ready to rock and roll and learn the #1 secret to reach any goal that you've ever wanted ever in the history of ever, you're going to get that today. Okay. And before telling you the concept, I want to use one of you as an example and walk you through an example. Oh, Joby's like, I'm a student. I want to go. She already put her hand up. I love it.
I was just thinking, I now know why I'm here.
I might use you too. So I want to walk you through an exercise, and you've all probably heard of the importance of finding your why, but I'm going to tie it up to actually what's really behind that and the secret to achieving any single goal you ever wanted ever in the history of ever. So Joby, you want to go play with me? Can you unmute yourself?
I always want to play with you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to help you guys understand your true why. And again, give you the context at the end of our role play here. But do I have your permission, Joby, to just walk you through some questions and you'll just play with me and we'll just go. Okay. So I want you all, okay, great. So what is your goal in Euphoria? The long game goal.
Long game is a figure. Long game is $10,001 per month, built by my residually, like legally, officially, residually. I don't work for that. That comes in through the other folks I help to become financially free.
Awesome.
Okay,
So,
10,001.
10,001, and I know the one means because that's beyond her comfort zone of what helps take care of her and what helps give back to the world, and that was a whole different amazing training. Okay, so fill this in. I want to make 10,001 a month residually in Euphoria so that, or because, that's important to me because
That,
I'm gonna buy this.
okay. Yes, dear.
Okay. It's the sun.
Because I want my wife to be able to buy a kayak, which she's going to do right now. The answer, Erin, I want to earn $10,001 residually through my Euphoria business, because I believe that will set my family on stable ground and then help us to be able to do the ministry, to give to others and to give our time, our life, our gifts away, which is our goal.
awesome. And it's really, really important to me, Erin, to be able to minister to others and give our gifts away because
there are so many people in the world who do not have access to good, I'm going to say the word training, but I mean human skills, right? To be a better listener, to be a better communicator, to be a more compassionate, caring person, to learn things and become a better human in the human race as it is becoming more conscious. We're teachers, right? Sarah, my partner, and I are both committed to giving what we have and what our gifts are, to giving it away,
Thank you. And the reason why it breaks my heart, Erin, that people don't get access to the best of human teaching just breaks my heart because
Thanks, Erin. Didn't give you permission to make me cry. Didn't say that.
oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Because I believe at the end of the day, being in relationship as a human is challenging and the best work we can do. being a good human, and by our own light and presence, loving people, loving each other, and being a model of loving.
And Erin, if I got to my deathbed and I realized I hadn't fulfilled that potential, it would devastate me because
I believe it's what I was put on this earth to do.
and doing what I've been put on this earth to do is so important to me because
I know that's the truth. I've done that work. I know my calling. I know what I'm here to do. And yeah.
And when I maximize and live my calling, that gives me so much joy because
it's not rocket science. It is not intellectually challenging work. It's just humanly challenging work. Anybody can become, my word, better. Anybody can learn a bit. Anybody. And then when they gift that to their relationships, to their primary person, to their family, to their children, I believe that's what goes out in ripples into the world and makes the entire world a better place. That's my job.
thank you, Joby. Can you all thank Joby?
Thank you for your silence. It's like a silent applause. How about unmuting yourselves, people? I just
Wow. She's learned to like
Thank
unmute
you,
for the clap.
Joby.
I'm trying here.
He has learned to unmute
That's
people
better.
for clapping.
That's better.
Okay.
That's
Okay. So mute yourselves again. Okay. So, oh my gosh, Joby, thank you. I'm going to do it with one other person, and then I'm going to teach you the concept that this evoked. But I want to show you something with Joby. The 10,001 is about her identity with God. Her identity is pulling her into this vision and conviction to do what she's. I'm going to put some words in your mouth, Joby, but my sense is from knowing you, you want to glorify God with your life in everything you do and use your gifts that he has given you. And you can use Euphoria as the vehicle to do that. But it's about identity. It's never about the goal. It's who you're going to be in congruence with.
Yeah.
When you are the woman that reaches the goal.
Yeah.
And who you're in identity with your maker. And the people that don't link it up, that's why they're struggling, because then it's just a goal that requires discipline and willpower instead of why power, instead of being fueled by your mission. So now that you know the game, who else wants to play? Everyone's like, I don't want to play. Who? Anyone? Oh, Leah. Okay, Leah put her hand up. Awesome, Leah. Let's give a round of applause for Leah. Come on down. You're the next contestant on. The why is now.
people, you can unmute and applaud, and then you can mute again. It's a skill.
Oh my gosh. No, Joby, we can't do that. We're not allowed. It's against the rules.
Break the rules, Pamela. All my life.
I don't know how.
Ask her to break the rule. I can help you with that. I can coach you with that, girlfriend. I can teach you how to break the
Leah. I got my notepad out. So Leah.
Oh gosh.
Leia's new to Euphoria, but the top rank in Euphoria, you'd be, a millionaire. So there's many ranks, but what is your goal in Euphoria?
So,
Or
since
business?
I'm so new at this, and I really don't want to limit myself. So, but we could start with, I'm going to go with, I want to just say start small for me, at least 5,000.
So before we go into this, Leah,
I don't really understand. Mm-hmm.
But would 5,000 a month radically, completely change your life and everyone around you?
You know what? I don't want to be greedy, but that's my starting point. Because like I said, I want to build a mind of abundance. And so I think having smaller, for me, it works for me mentally that if I have a reachable goal, then for me, it's not overwhelming.
I love it. So do you want to go with 5,000 a month, or do you want to go with, I want to create a mind of abundance? Which one is more?
A creative mind of abundance, really.
Okay. Okay. So Leo, tell me more about that. I want to create a mind of abundance because
the universe is full of resources, and I want to tap into that. And there are just so many people that we can help out. There's so many people that are needing help. And with Euphoria, I'm sure that we can provide a really great and genuine service and product to people that can help them live a better life.
And you know, Erin, it's so important to me to help people. There's so many people that need help. The universe is full of resources. And the reason why it's so important to me to help other people is
I just feel people's hurt, and it draws me to help them. Just for the mere of just for helping people, because I know as a single mom, it's really tough. And so being able to connect with people that you can be compassionate with and that you can really have a meaningful connection with, it just doesn't bring me joy. It's just so fulfilling. It gives me purpose.
awesome. And when I think of not being able to do that for others, it makes me feel,
it doesn't really make me feel good. And even, with COVID and being quarantined at home, I find that I'm drawn to help people. I just have that spirit of, what's the word? I just really love to connect with people, whether I'm on the phone or on Zoom, and just asking people how I could help them, whether I could pray for them or, they want to be motivated. And so for me, it's like, if I don't do anything about my life, I feel like I'm just wasting away. And I would rather take an action, even if it means 5 seconds for me to text people. That just gives me purpose.
gorgeous. And Erin, I'm pretty sure that my mindset around abundance is related. It's going to be related to how many people I can help. And so it's super important for me to develop a mind of abundance, because if I don't.
Because if I don't, and it really truly starts from within, right? Like, we can't have an abundance mindset if you don't really truly live it in your heart, live it in your life, live it the way you become steward of your time, your energy, your effort, your thoughts. And so for me, it starts from within. So if I love on myself, if I take care of myself, if I listen to my body and say, oh, you can't really eat that because it makes you bloated, or you welt because I have a lot of food allergies. Just by listening and being self-aware of who I am and how God, and really understanding and learning, because we're still always in the learning process, to really understand how God made you specifically so unique, and understanding that from within, then I feel like, wow, like I am so unique. God had made me this way. And by understanding who I am, then I can give out and be service to people. That's how I feel like abundance flow from the inside out.
And lastly, Erin, I think I realized my gift of serving others. I realized that was my gift. When did you realize? When did you know this was the calling on your life? How do you think you got here?
honestly, it's the funniest thing because I've been going through like huge transformation in the last 3 months, and I always tell everyone that I'm very close to that COVID has been such a blessing in disguise. There's always two sides of a coin. I mean, I've gone through a lot of, hardships and emotional, like I was totally heartbroken, but I wanted to make sure that I'm growing. I'm growing, and that I don't want to stop. And if I can help myself through my faith and knowing and understanding God's love and provision and abundance in my life, then anyone could do this, right? Like if we can just like reach out to people, and like you said, Euphoria is a vehicle of your, of reaching out to extend your identity and who you are in Christ. And so through this kind of vehicle, it's like we're not just selling, the products and services, you're actually connecting from heart. And for me, it's all about heart.
Well, let's all unmute and give her a round of applause. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you, Leah. Oh my gosh, you're so amazing and brave, and you just telling all of these strangers that what's on your heart. Look at your identity. She's pulled by an identity. You guys, here's the mystery. You want to know your purpose on the planet? It's called your spiritual vision, and I would love to know if Joe B agrees with me on this. But your spiritual vision, I believe, is you see a problem in the world, and your job is to fill that problem. And what breaks our heart is different for all of us. What breaks your heart has been placed on your heart by God to break your heart. There are things that break Garth's heart that do not break my heart. He came home crying the other day. His heart was broken for people, and I love it. And I've never seen that in him. That doesn't break my heart. The thing, what is put on your heart is straight from above. And if I always wondered, like, how, I think in my past MLMs, I tried to make sense or tell myself a story that, like, yes, I was put on the planet to do this business. No, you're put on the planet to maximize your identity with your higher power, and he can give you lots of different ways to do that. So I can do that if I was a barista at Starbucks. It doesn't matter the vehicle. We happen to have a great vehicle. So now I'm yelling at you like a preacher. I don't know why I'm yelling, but I'm yelling. And it's so identity is what pulls you. And if you can link your purpose, that's your why. It's not to pay off a bill. You pay off the bill so that there's a higher purpose, right? So I would love, I really wanted to use Garth. I really wanted to see what his why was, but
You're going to ask an engineer to tap
I
into
can
his
literally
emotions?
do that in bed tonight. It's not a problem. So I would love to open it all up and have you understand identity. When you link things to your identity, and you will reach any goal that you've ever wanted to reach. And I want you to practically, this will help you. I want you to pick 3 words that would describe you being the nutritionist that you want to be. So you can pick 3 words for different roles that you have in your life, right? But that's your ideal self. And this is all I want to say about that because it's really good. I want you to understand that you don't need a guru. You're not missing somebody or something. Your ideal self is your guru. And your ideal self always has the answer, my friends. You just don't consult her or him enough. So your ideal self is literally, imagine her and him sitting next to you and saying, ideal self, Aaron, what would you do? What would you eat right now? What would you pick up the phone and call someone? What would you do? And she always knows the answer. We just don't consult her. You guys, you're not lost. You're not missing something. You're not broken. You're just not tapping in. You're just not connecting. It's right there for you. It's right there for you. Just consult her. Like, what would you have me do right now? Okay, now I will open it up. I told you this call will change your life. It's a good thing you're all on.
So Aaron,
Yes.
what are your 3 words?
Oh, I'm fit, free, and aligned. So I'm spiritually fit I'm spiritually fit, mentally fit, emotionally fit. So there's a lot of, when I'm physically fit, I am connected to my higher calling on the planet, because if I'm not, I get mumble jumbled up here and I'm no use to God. That's why being physically fit is a spiritual problem and a spiritual solution in my life. That's why I look so hot. It's because if I don't, I am spiritually unwell and I cannot do God's purpose on this planet. For me is to set the captives free. That's my mission on the planet. So free is freedom from self-doubt and all the stuff, and free to tap into I am wonderfully and beautifully made. And
Wow.
aligned is I am aligned with God and my higher self and my mission
Free
and all those
happens
things.
to be the highest rank.
And free in Euphoria is the highest rank you can be, and I will be free.
Yeah.
So
And fit, free, and aligned, FFA matches with our background of the Future Farmers of America.
stop it. That I don't understand that. That's stupid.
You didn't have that in high school in Rochester? Oh,
Well, Garth means God's gardener. So I guess we really are farmers. Okay. So we are planting and seeping. Yeah. Reaping.
reaping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Those are my 3 words.
Yep. Can I show you all, Leah and Stacy and Pamela and Orlando, if you would just push down your space bar and hold it down. Do you go off mute? Isn't that nice?
Okay, I'm on my phone, Joby.
Isn't that cool? So you can just touch your space bar, hold it down, that you temporarily unmute so you can speak, and then you go,
How old was everyone when they realized they could unmute with the space bar?
3 months.
46.
Now.
today,
It's like a walkie-talkie, and you have to say over before you release the space bar.
Stop it.
tap in
Time
right
for
here.
over and out.
Over
So
and out.
I'm loving those 3 words, Erin, and I'm, in as you pose this question, I think I have to take it out of Euphoria. The interesting thing for me, and I got to figure this out, is I have other platforms. That is my challenge in building my Euphoria business, is my passion around Sanctuary and Sanctuary Online and creating a life that matters. And then my own consulting and coaching business. I have other platforms, and I have not yet, big word for me, made that link that Euphoria will allow, and I know I have to get there. That's the block in my business right now, is I've built those other platforms over years and/or decades, and I'm like you, Leah, I'm a little bit still new to Euphoria to actually work in it, to make the transition, and I think in Erin language, to make the link. This is the place to get really, I can create income, but this is the place to create true residual, meaning I don't do anything for that income. That income is locked in, and therefore I can give things away because my family is cared for. My, big F family is cared for with that 10,001.
So I would encourage you to not try to find words that aren't for Euphoria. I encourage you to find words for every role that you play. So for Sanctuary Online, I am blank, blank, and blank. As a wife, I am blank, blank, and blank. As a nutritionist, I am blank. You're going to find different words for that identity. So my identity as a wife is 3 different words than fit, free, and aligned. Okay. So I want you to really lean into Euphoria and ask what your identity is. Identity is very different than the goal. It's who do you want to be?
Very helpful. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think also allowing me to do that over time, I bet those words start to line up,
Oh,
become more and more and more similar, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Oh,
but
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
permission to give myself 3 words in like the 10 different areas that I live
Right.
in. Yeah, that's really helpful, Erin. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, good. I'm glad you asked.
Because you never know, more will be revealed.
Yes. Oh.
Every freaking day. Can I give you guys a quote? I wanted to lift. This is Erin knows one of my other goals is putting online a curriculum called Creating a Life That Matters. We wrote many years ago, and inside that, the end state, Erin, of that is a course called Rediscovering My Passion, and it really is what's inside me, right, that creates that broken heart. And the quote we use in that session is from Frederick Buechner, and he says, "Vocation is the place where our deep gladness meets the world's deep need.
Ugh.
And I think that is the, the nexus. That's the target, right? And it's, so we do all this great work of becoming good humans and kind of just changing the words you were saying a little bit, Aaron, not that your words weren't perfect for how, my language in that same spot is, yes, that's all of and from God, depending on what you understand and who you understand and how you understand God. But that's like, it feels like it's my job, to find my deepest glad. That's my job on the planet. And I believe when, before Jesus left, he said, it's not out there. Well, he did say this. It's not far away. It's not somewhere you can't see. It is within and among you. That's the language he gave to Luke to say, don't be looking for heaven. Don't be waiting and creating all these things on earth because you'll get into heaven. You'll get a better, bigger crown, better seat. To me, as a minister, bullshit theology, and harmful theology.
I love
bullshit theology, harmful theology, because who I am today is a slice of the God of my understanding.
Woo.
But I'm that one slice, right? It's like remember those oranges that you like smash? Not when we're on our diets in July. Remember, Pamela, you're digging this. When you smash that orange and it smashes and you open it up and it's on all these pieces. That's also what we teach in CLM, that each of us is one of the myriad of the slices of how God is in this world. So I've got to become my slice. And it is not your slice. Like you said, Garth's heart's broken in this way, your heart's, and I had to so figure that out as a minister. Shouldn't my heart be broken? No, my heart is broken over a few things. And I am going to drive to be passionate about those things and allow and celebrate someone else's passion for something different, so that all the needs of the world, all the world's deep needs can be cared for, just not all of them by me. Some of them by Stacy and some of them by Garth and some of them by Orlando, right? So that's my theology.
Johnny Lujan is going to love this recording because he is struggling he needs to solve everyone's break his heart for everybody. We all do. That's so beautiful.
You know how I am with analogies. We're all unique. Like we're all our own shaped puzzle pieces. And each of us is our own little piece in the overall tapestry or puzzle that we're going to put together. Yeah, it is just so true, Garth. And, when I, many years ago, I went to a funeral of a gentleman that was a big time mentor for me. And I knew him as a business person and a boss and a CEO and all these things. And in his ministry, in his eulogy, the minister just talked about the guy that he knew that was a gardener. This is a world-renowned global CEO, Fortune 500. And the guy goes, yeah, you might know that angle from him or that cut of who he was. To me, he was an amazing gardener. And it just knocked me off my little climb the ladder pedestal to, and to his kids, he was the homework dad for one, he was the kayaking dad for the other. And I realized that each of us is that diamond, Garth, and it depends on the angle that you show the different people in your life, but you're still the brilliant diamond. It's just that Stacy gets this part of you and Pamela gets the what food are you eating part of Aaron, and she has this different polished portion or not so polished portion, right? But you're right, Garth, we are all those things. And instead of trying to be them to each other, I think it's just kind of polishing who I've always been.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh.
Bringing that together and then let me be who I am, which is very different from who Orlando is. And although I'm chasing you, Orlando, I'm chasing you with my bike.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Joby.
Woo!
Yeah, I know.
Sister. I love all that. I love all that. The thing that's coming up for me to tie into and to kind of build off of what you've been saying is, if you think about what God says about the body of Christ, right? We're all different parts and pieces, right? We have arms, we have legs, we have an ear, we have a nose. And so if we were all the hand, if we all were heartbroken over the hand, then who's going to take care of the rest? If we're all the foot and we're all going out and doing the same thing the same way for the same why, who's going to take care of the rest of the body? So I think it's another great analogy.
That's so good, Pamela. Thank you so much. Ah,
I love this Thursday. You
Gosh.
can't understand this, Aaron. This is so important to all of us. I want.
Stacy, are you okay over there? I love you.
I'm literally bawling my
I know
head
you
off.
are. Good thing. We love you.
So healing right now.
Oh, good.
I'm glad you're here, Stacy.
I've got the cleanse, the detox, the sugar detox going on right now. So the
Yeah, you do.
emotions are just coming up and coming out, and I'm letting it flow.
Good.
Good
Love
Yeah.
for
it.
you.
Love it.
You're in
Thank
the right
you.
place, Stacy. Yeah,
Yes, I can feel
absolutely
it.
in the right place.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Orlando,
next time-
anything from you,
Next
friend?
time I'm crying, I'm detoxing from sugar.
Right.
That's right.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. No, I jumped in not knowing what was going on. I just got back from my run. So that's why I was in and out. I was trying to, change my shirt. I was all sweaty, trying to find a quiet place because I'm here with the kids. So, but first of all, yeah, Joby, I love everything that you said, and I do appreciate your support. You think you're chasing me, but I'm actually following you. You're ahead of me, trust me, and you keep me going. You keep me going. It's awesome to be able to support each other. I mean, these have really changed. Just meeting you guys had changed me, not only as a business person, but personally. Personally. I was thinking about those 3 words, and I would say health will be my number one, because I feel like not being healthy, it just takes away from who you are and all the things that you can be and all the things that you can do. So I kind of made that one my priority, just to be healthy, because being healthy allowed me to spend time with the kids, do things that many other people at 51 cannot do, like go out and play with them, play baseball, enjoy family time, or help somebody. So I kind of made that one my first, commitment is to be healthy. Then, work on wealth, because I want to be financially free, so I don't have to be stuck at a 40-hour job, making somebody else rich. And sometimes they don't appreciate your input, the effort that you put in and out to help them run their business or grow their business. And being financially independent will allow me to help other people also accomplish their goals. And I'm not an expert, but I feel like that I can share some of my life experience to others, so they can learn that there's other things out there. We just gotta set up goals and take a small risk, compared to somebody that is investing millions of dollars for a business. I mean, just a little investment can truly change your life with the residual income. Yeah, we make a little bonus here or there from bringing somebody in, but it's more about the long term. It's more about the long term. And the third word was determination. I'm determined. I'm determined to
Well, you
improve the
are.
health. And
You're in alignment, my friend.
and help so many people. It's starting to be contagious. People are seeing the changes, and it's been a year, and sometimes people get discouraged very early about, and nobody's calling me, people hiding from me, and all that stuff. You just keep sharing all the good stuff. Hey, I lost 40 pounds. Hey, I went out for a walk today. Hey, I went out for a jog today. Hey, I went for 4 miles today. And people are starting to notice, hey, wow, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You're looking good. You look healthy. You look alive. And that's the main thing. People get contagious. They're like, oh, man, I'll tell me a little bit about it. And then you just be a friend. You just be a friend and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. And I would love to have you with me, and this journey of health. Everything else will come after that. And Garth and Aaron giving me the opportunity to be part of this team is probably one of the greatest things that have happened to me so far in this business. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it, guys, and we'll continue to grow together. So I really
Thank you,
appreciate all of you guys.
Orlando.
Well, we love seeing your smile, Orlando.
Gosh, I'm going to end with.
Oh, one more second. I'm sorry. I wanted to say, my first 3 words that didn't have a lot of meaning was tall, dark, and handsome.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That one doesn't apply to everybody. So I
Abs,
went for the other
guns,
3.
and glutes. Okay, no, that's all good. Okay, good.
Well, I can cover one of those depending on how tall the person is next to me.
Stop it. Oh, good one, honey. Oh. I want to end with